There's Dane joining live.
Everyone, welcome to
Hi.
the Tricks of the Trade, episode 2. I'm Ebony. Now, everybody else, let's go around and introduce ourselves, and I'll introduce our guests right now. Our guest is Jade Sotomayor from RuPaul's Drag Race Season 1, and everybody else will
Hey,
introduce themselves.
hey girls, how you guys doing?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm excited to be here today.
We're excited to have you.
I'm hearing you guys got some questions for me that you guys want me to answer.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So who wants to go first?
I guess I will. Hi, I'm Stiletto.
Hi,
I
Stiletto. Look at those lashes.
Yes, I usually don't look this busted, but I'm on a very tight schedule today. I'm a busy, dangerous woman.
Oh, you look like a lady. I love it.
Thank you so much. So I would like to know, what was it like being on Drag Race?
Well, for me, it's very different for a lot of the other girls, being that I was on season 1. We had no fucking clue what we were getting ourselves into. Basically, they just, when I finally got on, they just said, bring all your drag and just come on and let's go. I mean, I honestly didn't even know what logo was. I didn't know if this show was going to be a hit or not. I was completely nervous. But I feel like my experience was really good because my season, a lot of the girls were there to, we kind of thought that it was going to be the first time that light was going to be shown on drag queens in a serious note, and we wanted to be professional, so we were like not very catty with one another. We were actually really helpful, and we wanted to make sure that all of us were looking on point, and so we had a really good sisterhood. And I mean, I love the way the show is. I love all the cattiness, but we didn't even know. Like I'm telling you, me and Angina, we didn't know that CUNT was cunt until after we got home. So we were like really in the dark with everything. So it was a lot of fun, though.
That's really cool. So there was a lot of talent on season 1. Did you ever feel intimidated by the competition at all?
I mean, there's so many areas of expertise in RuPaul's Drag Race. I mean, you need to know how to do hair, like Miss Thing over there. You got to know how to do makeup. You got to know how to dance. Can I see you? And when it came down to lip sync for your life, I didn't think I was ever really scared because I was the professional dancer. And I wasn't intimidated, unfortunately, the way I was eliminated. A lot of people didn't get to see season 1, but I still don't agree with it. I mean, I guess the rule that drag is not a contact sport was still not a rule on season 1, but that happened. But other than that, I think everything there was, everybody learned a lot. I mean, Chanel taught me how to glue down my eyebrows. I was teaching Tammie how to do some dance steps, which, I mean, I didn't do the best job. I mean, obviously, she was sent home on the dance challenge, but she did put her effort in. She would come to my hotel room, because at that time the security wasn't that great. So they had us like in this rinky dinky little hotel that they like locked us in, but like we were able to slide the windows open and just sneak out. So we'd sneak out and hang out in each other's rooms. And I know Tammie, that one, the night before her elimination, she came to my room and we practiced for at least 2 hours. So like we all helped each other out a lot.
You still keep in contact with some of the other girls from your season. Can you kind of talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. Like last week we just did the drag con, which I got to see 2 of my season 1 girls, Tammie and Angina, which I adore those girls. They are so funny. They have so much energy. They just bring out the best in you. And some of the other girls that I've become very close to, I got to see Raven perform at her Showgirls with Morgan, and those girls I've been knowing for years too. They were season 2 girls. And even like the later season queens, Candy Ho, all my Puerto Rican sisters. It's really, honestly, it's a sorority. It's a family. Obviously, some are closer to others than others. I mean, there's 100 of us now, so you can imagine that it'll be a little hard to be able to keep in contact with all the girls at all the time. But when we see each other, it's good, and I like it. I definitely don't have really any beef with anyone, and none of the girls.
Awesome. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
I guess I'll go next. Oh, you can go.
Okay. Hi, I'm Madam Hex. It's so nice to meet you.
Hi, gorgeous.
Thank you. So, well, I have my questions right here, I promise. What inspired you to do drag? I know that's a very cliche question, but bear with me.
Well, as being an artist, I mean, I've always been a dancer, performer, actor. Drag was definitely an outlet that I was able to experiment with so many different things, and it was actually a steady gig. I was at 19. Dance work wasn't really paying that much. I wasn't old enough to be a stripper. So it was the one thing that I was able to get up and put nice costumes and just go all out and get paid for it. And I was just surprised because at first, when I first got asked to do drag, I was like, okay, so these boys go put wigs on and all these people give them money. And then I found out there's a base pay, and I was like, oh yes, definitely sign me up. I need to get some money, pay my phone bill, and have fun and grow creatively as an artist. So I think my biggest inspiration, though, because I didn't really have a drag mother, and since I come from Chicago, which is like the headquarters of transsexuals, the whole fishy look is what's in. So I always looked up to J-Lo. J-Lo has always been my inspiration for my drag aesthetic, which is, fishy, and has, why I hashtag original fish, because that was my aesthetic of drag. It was always to look fishy. But, you evolve over the years. You evolve. I've done a lot of androgen, and, you make up changes, and you just try different things. I think it's healthy for you as an artist to try and dabble with other types of drags, whether you like it or not, just being able to see what works for you and see how you look. I mean, when I get painted, I've had Linesha painted me one time. She painted me like heavy drag makeup, and I just didn't like the way I looked. Not the way that she did my makeup, but my face, I didn't feel that it was cut out for me. So I think it's good to try anything and see what works for you, honestly.
Okay. Well, thank you for the advice. I have more questions, I promise. What is your top favorite couple of makeup products that you swear by? Sorry, the feather is possessed.
My favorite products in makeup?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, well, I definitely like eyeshadows MAC. I use foundation from Krylon. I haven't, you know what, I was at DragCon, and Jeffree Star had a huge line of people to buy his cosmetics, so I'm really excited to try his stuff out because I'm hearing really good things about it. But just like everything else, I try a little bit of everything, and what works for me because I go from MAC to even your Rinky Door, beauty salon, cheap $1 eyeliners. It's, you find what works for you and you stick with it.
Sorry, I was trying to drink off camera. Hold on, it's pulling back. Do you feel that the queens from season 1 kind of get forgotten when they're compared to the newer queens?
Absolutely. I don't think not so much forgotten. I just think that a lot of the new generation hasn't had the opportunity to see season 1. Season 1 is one of the hardest seasons to find. And a lot of these people haven't started watching RuPaul's Drag Race until season 4, season 5 and above. And, and it's a little sad because I feel that there's so many legends out there that are not being seen. And I felt bad when I was on RuPaul's Drag Race because I just knew so many living legends that weren't getting the exposure that I was getting. And then now I can kind of feel how they feel because no one can see season 1. And we were the first 9 to open the doors for these queens to be where they're at now. And even a lot of these girls that are on All Star had tried out to be in season 1, and we were the first 9 chosen. So it was kind of, bittersweet to be the pioneer of this all, but still not have the exposure that some of these other girls are having, which I'm so excited for them. But it'd be nice if, they would do something more for the girls that have not been seen. I mean, it's hard for season 1 to promote themselves when there's, nothing for them to show for, So.
One last question. What is your personal feeling towards the winner of your season? Because I know there is some controversy about some people say Nina should have won and some people say BB should have won. I want to know what your personal, who you were rooting for when you watched the season.
To tell you the truth, I love them both very much. I just think at the time, I think BB won. She did her thing. She was amazing. I don't think at the time season 1 was filmed, people were as ready as they are for Nina. Nina was a force to be reckoned, and she was very ahead of her time. Her makeup, her look was just so extreme and so beautiful that I don't think, personally, I don't think that the world was ready to crown such a beast. You know what I mean? She's so good at what she does But I think for the first season, I think they needed the stereotypical drag persona look to represent the show. I mean, I may be wrong, but I mean, that's kind of what I feel. I think if the show was now, I think BB would, really have, to run for that money because Nina's amazing. She's flawless.
Okay, thank you. I think I'm done with my questions. I don't know if I don't know who wants to go next, but
I'll go next. So my first question is, who is/was your biggest drag inspiration that was a drag queen?
That was a drag queen?
Yeah, like who is your biggest drag role model besides Jade?
Yeah, I'm trying to think because I mean, there's just so many. I get so many inspirations from so many queens that I can't just pick one. But right now, like, who's inspiring me now is a lot of these girls from Chicago. Well, Kim Chi is one of them that I love the way that she every look she does is a piece of art, And one of the up and coming queens that I really hope to see on the next season, her name is Shea. I just did a music video with her called Lipstick City, and she's, she just has so much respect for the art, and she has so much fun with it. And those are two queens that they are so fierce that they remind me like Nina Flowers. That if you didn't know them, you would think they're the biggest bitches in the world, but no, they're just bad bitches in what they do, and the most humble people that you can meet. And I think that's what I aspire to be, somebody fierce, but still a person that's approachable and reachable and likable. So I would have to say Kim Chi and Shea Coulee are my inspirations at the moment.
I love Shea.
Shay's amazing.
Yeah, she's amazing. So my
So
next question is... Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
My next question is, do you get your outfits custom made? And if so, by who?
I've had some of them custom made. I've had a couple that I've actually just bought off some of my girls. The last one I bought was actually from Gia Gunn. It's this purple jumpsuit that I actually freaking love. Then I had this one yellow outfit that I wore for the reunion that was made by Ginger Valdez, a transsexual from here in Chicago who used to sew for... there's this club, this legendary club where all the transsexuals used to work at, and they still are open, called the Baton Show Lounge. So she used to sew for them. She sewed me this garment, and I just went in and I just made a slit, opened it, had another bra put onto it. So a lot of the stuff that I get made, I also alter it and do things with it. But I just, you just find things and put them together, and that's, I think that's what all of us do. Mix and match. Some things are bought mixed with things that are made. Eddie Couture is another really good designer here in Chicago. He does amazing work too. He did one of my Mortal Kombat Jade outfits that I really liked as well. So, I go with anybody.
So what advice could you give queens who are starting out?
Basically what I was saying earlier, don't fall into just one style. Find what is your style, but just dabble with everything. Learn how to do it all. And then really decide what you feel that is your aesthetic and how you want to portray yourself. Don't put yourself in a box. Just try it all. If you don't like big lips, just draw them on one night and go out and see how you feel. You might feel fabulous, Red hair, no hair, headpieces, no headpieces. Just do it all, boobs or not. Sometimes I see girls with no boobs. Sometimes I see them with the boobs for queens, and they feel themselves. It's all about feeling your oats, like Gia would say. So just do it all. Learn it and run with it.
Thank you.
Because then you never know, you might be on RuPaul's Drag Race and have to do it, so might as well be prepared.
True. So who would you like to see on Season 9 or All-Stars of RuPaul's Drag Race?
Season 9, I would definitely like to see Shea Coulee. She's one of the girls that I'm rooting for. Also, another, like I was saying, there's so many living legends, and now that I'm seeing like the club kids scene coming back out, there's this living legend that's in Chicago named JoJo Baby, which he's an amazing artist, and I think that his talent should be showcased just as much as any of the other queens that have been and graced the stage on RuPaul's Drag Race. So I think those two. On All Stars, of course, I'd love to see myself, and Angina, I would love to see Angina for my season. Season 2, I would like to see Morgan because she's just such a fire. Season 3, I would say Mariah. I think that's as far as I go. I'm too old to think about any of the other queens. All the other queens got enough exposure. Fuck them. How about you
So my
guys? Who do you
last
guys want to see?
question. Oh, okay. I really want to see you, Gia Gunn, Laganja, and definitely Anjana. I agree with Anjana. She's very different.
Yeah, she has
I
a good spunk.
100% think that
Interesting.
Willem needs some redemption.
Miss who?
Willem.
Oh, Willem. Oh, man, fucking Willem. I love Willem.
She needs some redemption, big time.
She'll probably do a little cameo. Who knows, right?
I
Yeah.
love the Raven again. I mean, maybe this time she'll win. You never know. I'd love to see Latrice again because I can never get enough of her.
Oh God, I love her.
Of course, Willem, Trixie, Tatiana for sure. She cracked me up. Layla. You know, a lot of the queens that went home early, I'd love to see come back just to see if they can.
Well, they should just do a whole other season for just redemption. You know, they have the
That'd be
All Stars
so
and
cool.
then one for the girls. You know, redemption. Or for the
That'd be
girls
so
that, you know, most people think got sent home too early or unfairly. I think that should be a whole other season.
Yeah.
Like Tempest. I would love to see Tempest.
Yeah, well, that's the thing in the show. You don't get to see a lot of the girls' real talent, you know, due to all the challenges that they have. So it's hard to see the best of what everybody can showcase.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's why I always say just always dabble in everything. Make sure that your season's with a little bit of everything. Because who knows, maybe one of you girls are going to be in the next season, right?
Well, we're all under 18 or 18.
Well,
So,
hopefully
selling that.
there'll still be season 20.
Well,
Still a
RuPaul
baby,
has
so.
exception for me, I'm sure.
Well, I wish you guys all the best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And if
So
you're
the
ever in
last
Chicago,
person to ask
definitely hit up.
questions is Owen. Okay,
Okay.
I will. So, Owen, what do you have to ask?
Do you still think that Tammie's creepy? That was one of the first things that you said when you went into the workroom. That she was like creepy and weird.
She's crazy as fuck. Tammie is what you see is what you get, but a heart of gold. Like, you know, that is her. I mean, she's amazing. If you guys ever get the chance to meet her, definitely just have a conversation with her, and you'll see that she is a very smart individual. But she's got that style. She's just cuckoo, and I love it. And I wouldn't want her to change for anything in the world. I absolutely adore Tammie Brown with the IE.
It's really cool. How did you like season 8? Did you like it?
Season 8 was good. It was entertaining. I thought there was a lot of girls there that really can hold up the comedy. I mean, a couple of them I already knew. Derek Barry, I actually shared my first red carpet for season 1 premiere with. He was the first person I did the red carpet with, so I've known him for quite some time. So I was excited for him to finally do the race. Naysha Lopez, I went to high school with, so I've known her.
Oh,
She was
wow.
actually Naysha Lopez is actually the first one who painted my face in drag. So,
Oh, wow.
and then, you know, Kim Chi's from Chicago as well, so I knew her. It was awesome to see so many people that I know finally experience what I experienced 8 years ago, and see that it's not that easy. It really isn't, and it's hard work, and it takes a lot to be on the show, and it takes a lot to last in the show. So just always be prepared. Always be prepared.
It's so crazy to think that it was like 8 years ago is when Drag Race started.
I know.
So crazy to think.
Yes, I'm just glad that it's become what it's became, and it's just growing. It's just a huge success, and it's just opened so many doors for so many people, and it's educated, most of all, so many people across the world. And I'm just glad that we're at where we're at right now with all the LGBT stuff. I mean, it's still sad to me that they're still worrying about bathroom stalls and all that crap, but I mean, you know, little steps, we're gonna get there. So, any more questions?
I have one more, and it's a
Let's
controversial
do it.
one.
Uh-oh.
So, what is your opinion on the whole faux drag and bio queens being allowed on RuPaul's Drag Race?
Well, I mean, I don't see. I don't see why not. It's called RuPaul's Drag Race. It's not RuPaul's Drag Queen Race. So I don't see why you couldn't, as long as they're gonna be able to do the same. If if the challenges are equally for both, like it's. I don't think it's gonna be fair if it's like a bathing suit contest and a bio queen gets to wear a bathing suit when she has a body of a woman and boobs and all that stuff. But then again, if you know your talent, you can do it. You got boobs for queens. You got all this stuff. You see half these girls naked anyway. Like, they can do this. Like, like, well, bring the bitch on. Like, I'll challenge her. I'm not scared. So, I think it's good. It'll, hype up the boys who, the men from the kids, So I say bring them on. I think it'd be fun. But probably as a spin-off, maybe. Would work. I mean, I know a lot of people would be upset, but I think there's so many great ideas that can spin off from RuPaul's Drag Race. Yeah, but I don't see why not. Sorry.
I have a question that I guess could be kind of close to the same question as Ebony just asked. But what would your opinion be on like a sort of spin-off a Drag Race? It's like maybe a mini season like how the first All Stars was, or like maybe an online version of like series or whatever, where it's for those that can't audition for Drag Race because they're under the age of 21, like 15 to 20, like an age that are like drag queens.
So you're saying if there should be one?
Like, what would your opinion be on something like that? Like a teen version of drag.
Well, I think that'd be great. I think you girls should start it. I think it'd be a great, like, prep school for Drag Race. Get these girls ready, get them all set, so that when you guys get on the season, like, you guys are a force to be reckoned with.
Well,
if you do, call me. I'll be one of the guest judges. So... But girls, thank you so much for spending some time with me. It was great to get to know you guys.
Thank you. It was great.
It was great.
I wish you guys all the best. And when you guys get this show started, make sure you guys hit me up.
I will.
Will do.
Bye.
Take care, girls. Wow. Bye-bye.
Well, thank you everyone for watching, and thank you guys for coming. It was a great pleasure to have you. Everybody leave your comments down below, and I hope you all enjoyed. Bye.
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 Bye.